My name is Felix Kjellberg, but you probably know me as PewDiePie. I've been making videos on YouTube for about the last 6 years. It's been a hobby that I've been fortunate enough to have as my job for most of that time. I've been extremely lucky and way more successful than I could ever possibly have dreamed about.
Back then, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I do remember, like, when you're at the age where you haven't really figured out what you're gonna do with your life, it's a really tough time, not knowing what you want to do. And I remember how unhappy I was compared to now. I always dreamed big with YouTube. Like, I really thought maybe, you know, there's a chance, even though how stupid it was, because it was so unlikely. That was clearly my dream at that point, for it to grow so I could make a living out of it. So I realized I needed a job. I was harbor captain in the summer city that I was in. And then I got a job selling hot dogs. I couldn't afford paying rent almost at some point. I remember 100 subs was like the biggest deal. That was probably one of my biggest milestones, just getting 100. That was one of the most surreal moments ever. The thought that I had made my dream come true, essentially. That I could make a living doing this, because that was really my dream. That was my goal. I didn't say it to anyone, obviously, but when it happened, it was such an unreal moment. Like, I remember tearing up a little bit, even just thinking about it. I don't think I realized what it meant really to be the biggest channel. Somehow I managed to find a way to do that. If you're starting off YouTube now, stay committed and find your own thing. And I would ask the same thing I asked myself back then, which is like,
but can you do this?
But can you do this? But can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? But can you do this?
I can do that. I can do that.
We can do that! You can do that.
No, you can't, unless you bought my chair. This chair has changed my life.
It's $3.99.
That's a great price.
Just $3.99, baby. You're welcome.
My children. Yes, that's right. Take a seat.